Sunday's Week 11 action is in the books. It's Thanksgiving week, which means we're close to being able to eat our faces off. But before we do that, let's hand out some awards. We start with the most embarrassing performance by a team that was 8-1 coming into Sunday, and that goes to the Minnesota Vikings. These guys were pathetic on Sunday. A week after beating the Bills in that stunner, they hosted the Cowboys, and they got embarrassed at home, losing 40-3. Really, 40-3. It was never close. It was never good for the Vikings. Kirk Cousins threw for 105 yards, looked dreadful, and so this all happened in front of a huge national television audience because it was the 425 game, the game of the week. Well, that audience left late in the third quarter when CBS was like, we're done with this. We don't want anything more to do with this. CBS ditched the game. Fans on Twitter were making fun of the Vikings for it, and rightfully so. I mean, to lose in such an embarrassing fashion, the Vikings look pretty fraudulent now, don't they? Next, we look at the worst game from Sunday, and that goes to the Jets and the Patriots. I know what you're saying. This game ended with that punt return for a touchdown, 84 yards, and yeah, that was awesome. But the first 59 minutes of this game were absolutely horrific. It was a 3-3 battle. Zach Wilson and the Jets had 2 total yards of offense in the second half. I mean, at the end of this game, both teams should have gone to half field, got a mic, and said, listen, we'd just like to apologize as a group to everyone who had to watch this game because it's not good, and we're really sorry, and it will never happen again. Because that kind of performance from both teams should never happen again. It was awful. And finally, we look at the most surprising team after Week 11, and that goes to, I can't believe I'm about to say it,
left hand up, who are we?
Washington Commanders. They beat the Texans on Sunday. They've now won 5 of their last 6. They're getting up into that NFC playoff picture. I can't believe it. They're playing good football, even with me as their quarterback. This is good stuff. NFC playoffs, that last spot, it's going to be quite the rush. And if the Commanders can do it with the worst owner in football, the worst stadium in football, I mean, come on. This is a fun story, not for that crappy owner. We hate his guts and we can't wait until he loses his team. But for these guys, Ron Rivera, they're fighting their butts off, playing good football. Good for them. Man, it is Thanksgiving week. We got 3 games coming up on Thursday. I'll be in a food coma by the nightcap. But you gotta love football. You gotta love this week. Let's go. Also, turkey stinks.